Morning guys, so I've just come back to the place where I was brought up, in a little place called Gleneska, and just spend some time mooching around these old bridle paths which I used to spend a lot of time on my pony when I was a teenager, and so it always brings back happy memories. And I'm just going to show you this little broken down house here, and not much left of it now. In fact, I was watching a series on iPlayer. There's a guy talking about old abandoned houses and the way that certainly, well, all over the UK, a lot of these are going to rack and ruin, so they're quite special in their own way, aren't they? And see the old chimney place there? It's just a nice little spot to come. There's obviously someone been in here. Look at this, look at that stonework there. Look at the stone, the old stone there, look at it. And of course, over time, this will completely disappear, won't it? It's already been reclaimed by nature, as you can see. And there's some graffiti on the walls, which I won't give too much airtime to, given what it says. But just over here, you can see, look, there's a bird's nest up there. Look the way they built it in the old chimney place. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. So I'm just going to stay here a while and take it all in. Just a side note, when my girls were a lot younger, they used to come down here with my mum, and they used to call this, or my mum used to call this the fairy house. So when my girls were little, they'd always be looking out for see if they could see any fairies. So well, if we're quiet, we might see some. But nice place to come. It's just so peaceful up here as well. Lovely. I've got a busy day today planned, so I just thought I'd reconnect with my my childhood, really. This is my area where I grew up, and part of I would imagine my connection with the countryside. And over the next sort of hillside was a farm where I worked when I was a dairy farm when I was about sort of 12, 13, 14. And behind me, you won't be able to see it, but that's Talacra down there. I don't know if you can just make out the lighthouse, but certainly down there, that's Prestavon Sands, and I worked there as a glass collector when I was about 16, 17, 18, and had some really good fun down there, enjoyed it, and yeah, lots of happy memories. But this particular lane here behind me is part of the, I think they call it Clwydian Way, I think it is, and this walk is a lovely tucked away walk at the top of sort of on the hills, Saturn hillside. You can really escape, and this path eventually takes you to another village called Llanasa. I'll just get out of this wind because it's going to ruin the audio. Hang on. But this path here takes you eventually to a little village called Llanasa, which used to have a great pub called the Red Line, but that's long gone. And I noticed this path here when I was younger and probably a bit more foolhardy. I used to have a little Suzuki Jeep, and we used to drive this. Used to drive this old route here, and you can still get down all the way down to Gronant that way, down the path there. That's accessible to motorised vehicles, but they've since long blocked this off. There were some gates over there. You can't get here with, you can get through with horses, but you can't get, the council have stopped it for motorised vehicles, because I think with the rise of the popularity of four-wheel drives, this was getting overused completely. But now it's sort of restored to its natural beauty. And along here, I don't think this is here anymore, but there used to be a pond along here. Let's have a quick look, and then I'll get myself back over to the stile and go across to the local estate here. It's called Golden Grove. Absolutely beautiful old house. And yeah, all this here. So it is. No, it's dried up. So in there was a pond, but of course, years ago, none of this vegetation was here. So this has all sort of reclaimed itself. That's nature for you, isn't it? But yeah, this was all sort of marshy, but it's obviously pretty wet down there still. But there used to be a pond here, and I remember coming here, used to exercise the horses, and we'd get to this point here and let them go, and this sort of, you've got a great sort of straight gallop down there for about a mile, so you could really let them go. It's great. The nice thing about here is even then, of course, apart from the occasional four-wheel drive, there wasn't any cars around, so from a horse riding perspective, it's really great place to be. So over there, you won't see, but that's the Moylva Parks in the background, and Moylvammer, which I was up there the other night, and it's just fantastic, just quiet as anything down here. Absolutely love it. So later on this afternoon, I'm after I've been to the pub with my mum and dad, popping up to see my mum and dad and just checking on them, see if they're okay, and we go to a great little pub called the Eagle and Child, which is just a fabulous place in Gwanesca, and the food there is great, and the people who run it are great. If you're ever in the area, the Eagle and Child in Gwanesca, look it up. It's Gwanesca's Gwanesgor, Gwanesca. Go and check it out. It's a beautiful pub, and nice people who run it. Just really good couple, great couple. And I'm going to get over this stile now and work my way back to the village, catch up with my mum and dad, and this evening I'm going hammocking, going to wild camp with Simon, and just going to do a riverside hammock. So I'll take some footage of that. I'm just going to chill, nice and chilled. Found a little secret spot we can go and we won't get bothered, so I'm looking forward to that.